And there we go. We have got it going. No, we do not. Oh, boy. Why is this not working? There we go. Okay. All right, chat. It's a new thing for me, all right? It's a new thing for me. We got to turn game audio on, too. Okay, we are here. We are actually ready to go now. Okay, I'm dialed. All right, Berserk going to hold it down for the meantime, rotating towards that P2. It's been an even game so far. Neck and neck, 19-21. Really nobody finding Money Hill. Nothing just yet. Look up top wood. He's able to find one, but it's a 2-for-1 in the meantime as Kryptic is starting to find some success as they get that first touch of the P2. But it's going to be Zacharoni hitting a mean flank here. Should be able to find two. Finds one now. It's a 3 dead. Clean wipe for the Atlanta guard. As they're now holding the time, trying to get back into the game. The blue side spawns do come on in for Toronto Kryptic. You have a player going through market, but that's going to be watched by Berserk. He's going to give it up. Jonesy might be able to find some timing here. You don't check the backside, you pick up a big double, you may be able to pick up a triple on a Megatron, but it's cleaned all up by Sullivan as Z does get the west side spawns from blue. But this is back and forth, neck and neck action right now. From the off to a 6 start, so not a hot start for them on the side of Kryptic, but your team is in it. Your team could potentially take the lead here if you opt to hold in the scrap time. But in the meantime, the boys from girl, as I should say, is Megatron. A female player in the scene that is very, very talented, hanging with some of the top men in the scene as well, proving why she deserves a spot in this challenger scene. Does not matter what area it is. But now, you look at Kryptic, starting to find some time. They find someone to control in the meantime. Trying to get zapped off the wall. Zacharoni putting some shots down as well, and this is what I talk about. It's personal preference. However you want to hold it down. From the screen side, you have mid-map control. You have the plane side control. There's really nowhere to hit, but you do get the split side spawns now, so they don't read that Z is going to be back here. Jonesy does put some shots down, though. Not going to be able to finish the kill in the meantime, as Sullivan's still holding that power position on the plane. Coming on in. They're on the hard point. And look at this next hill for P4. You already have the Toronto Kryptic rotating. They already have that two-side rotation, and Kryptic is going to be right there for the gunfight. Going to be able to find one, but not going to be able to find two, as Zacharoni with a big double. Berserk trying to break on through the backside now. Do you spot this player in the back? Goes for the wall bangs, and it's going to be Krypta. Jonesy actually is the player that gets dropped, and it's Atlanta guard breaking right on in through the front side. Z, highlight player right now at 11-6, going off at the 6-3 combined with him. As I say that, Zacharoni does get this back, goes to the window, he's able to find one. In the meantime, the flood comes on in Kryptic, but with the shots in the backside, he's going to be able to play his life at the moment in time, as he's now getting closer and closer to that Hellstorm window, which could really help them out, but he gets shut down. That's a big kill out of the Kryptic. Baru here hitting a mean play. Might be able to find some time here. From the shots in the backside. Doesn't finish the kill. Stops shooting for the moment time. Gets a little bit scary as Berserk's going to be able to trade on now with a 2-for-2. As no one really wins the gunfights evenly. As they win the gunfights evenly in that exchange. No one really getting favored in the moment time. But Kryptic again on the rotation. You know, it's been back-to-back kills now where Kryptic has had the rotation, but they have not been able to take the lead with as tight this game has been. It has just been neck and neck. Back and forth, but Jonesy's going to be able to find that kill toward the P2. You already have a flood coming on in now. It's going to be Zacharoni and Megatron trying to work together through this top wood. Maybe flood on in through top green. Got to take out this player market, though. Jonesy putting some good shots in. Able to find the first person. They're going to be able to find the second person as well on the Bloodthirsty to get it going. He could cause some trouble here on this plane side. Could slow down the push from the guard as Berserk's going to be able to clean him on up, though. Berserk going right into the hard point. Now pushing the players from Kryptic off. They have retaken the lead. Sullivan going big for the boys here at Kryptic, though. He's able to find one. Will he be able to find two? Megatron with a big 2 of herself. Megatron with a big 3 of herself. Oh, my God. Starting to go off, and this is our last hill of the first set of rotations. So going into the next set, no one really having a clear lead just yet. So neck and neck so far. My caster curse could be broken. We could see a game 5 tonight from me. Would be absolutely amazing. Would love to see it right before Major 1, but here we go. You go ahead and go into the second set of rotations now as Atlanta Guard's going to be the one with the lead. Runs out of ammo as Megatron able to put the shots in. The 2-for-2 in the meantime. Jonesy's going to be able to hit the flank and making big plays. Jonesy has been a big amount of double kills. Has been helping his team get back into the game, but not get the lead just yet. It's going to be Crypto watching the flank, making sure nobody pushes on through now. But this is what I talk about. It's either side. You know, green's going to be the preferred side, I would say, on this P1. But it's personal preference. If you want to hold it from blue, do what you need to do. I mean, it's been working out in your favor so far, as you are right back into it. Z is trying to work this flank, trying to eliminate this player here. He's able to get some good timing here on the solo, and able to find one, but the instant trade comes on in from Kryptic as Baru is holding down the market side. Berserk gonna get taken out, but the green side favored spawns still getting for the Atlanta guard, sliding the glide to Anna Bryan, but Z almost gets taken down to 5 health now. A feather touched him, and he's absolutely gone off the map as he finds a big one onto Jonesy. But the guard have found the kills, they have found the trades, and they have control of the P2 for the meantime for the touch. The blue side spawns come on in for Kryptic. If I'm 6 here, you go on a route here, Jonesy. Taking another route, of course, could help his team very much, and it's going to be Z sniffing him on out. So has to play his life for the moment, waiting for the reinforcements to come on in before he can really make some noise on the flank. But it does not matter. Z just runs right on through Market 6, somehow gets away for just the moment time. But a Megatron with a big stop, drop, and a roll with a big double as well, as Atlanta guard is now going to be able to retake the lead at 138 now to 134. So again, this game has just been so close. I really love the intensity from both teams here, but it's a fresh 4 dead for the Atlanta guard as they are putting numbers in. They are finding kills. They are finding time. They are doing everything to guard this hard point. It's in the name for a reason. Sorry, able to find one. Not going to be able to find the other, though. Hold on a second. Game's kind of tweaking. Let's turn that down. Game audio might have been just a little too loud. Let's turn that down. Okay. I don't know how loud it is for you guys, so I do apologize. For one, though, Sullivan's going to be able to trade out with a nade, but again, it's the Atlanta guard holding it from this plane side, finding some success like they did on the last hill. Baru finds a double 4, getting taken out, but that's a 3 for 2 in the meantime. You got to find this player on the plane if you're Berserk here, trying to get rid of this player on the power position. Sullivan going to get taken out in the meantime, but a 2 for 1. Megatron going to be on the plane. Megatron with a big double, going for the triple. Will she be able to find it? Zacharoni for a big cleanup, but the blue side spawns still favoring the Kryptic now. 20 seconds left. But it's Atlanta guard starting to walk away with this lead a little bit, or I should say running away with it now, getting close to the 200-point mark, which could put them 50 points away from calling the map 1. Slide and run under the plane, going to be Megatron, and that's the top performer in the game so far, 26 and 19 with a minute 40 in the hill. You could say she is definitely the MVP of map 1, but it's not over just yet. 43 points is it's a big number, but it also isn't a small number, as we have seen how quickly leads can change in hardpoint, but it's going to be 3 dead already. And the guard are doing such an amazing job. Teamwork makes the dream work. So now, over the 200-point mark, spawning them out toward Market and that P2 side. That's going to be Berserk holding it down through the middle map now. Megatron holding it through the back too as well. She's going to be able to just calm on out. Going to get the timings as Berserk finds a Bloodthirsty of his own. It's a 5, it's a 7, it's an 8, it's a 9 spree combined for the Atlanta guard as they are starting to run away with this one. And it might just end here, ladies and gentlemen. No, it will not mathematically. We do go to a P5. If you're Kryptic, you do live another day going into the next hill, but what you need to do is get into the hill so they don't have a chance, an even better chance winning it on the P5. There's Jonesy getting aggressive on the map now, throws a nade on out, put some shots on in, just gonna benefit his team here, getting the early rotations for that P5. You're gonna have a player control in the middle of the map, you're gonna have a player top green as well, but Z's gonna be able to find a pick. Now it's gonna work his way through P2, as a player knows he's going to be there. Finds the player top green, so the comms have been made. You're getting a player aggressive through the planes, you have a player getting aggressive through the middle of the map now. You're trying to push that backside where you can potentially flip the spawns here or cause some trouble. You do eliminate that player from top green. Trying to eliminate another one is Z. Sliding the gliding and Brian. He is with the pistol as he's on a 7 spree. May find the Merciless just to call game, but the spawn's going to be blessed in the favor of Toronto Kryptic, but it's Zacharoni finding a big 2. It's Zacharoni finding the triple to call map number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Atlanta guard running away with this one. Zacharoni calling game with a triple kill. It's Z, 31 and 17 as well. It's everyone from the side of the guard. 61 combined from Megatron and Z. 3,700 damage, a minute 49 for both of these players. Slaying, leading the slaying and leading the objective as well. Not even one player from the Kryptic finding a minute of hill. So, unfortunate in your hand if you're Kryptic. You keep that one close to start on out, but the second set of rotations is really where the Atlanta Guard started to run away with it and really started where they found their groove and started getting it going early. So, unfortunate scenario for them, but we now go to a map 2, which, you know, you go ahead and take a look at it. It is going to be a Den, Search, and Destroy. So, you know, Search, a little bit slower of a mode where any team can really win. So, you know, you benefit off that. Could help your team a lot. You could maybe set the temperature, but for a second, though, I was like, yo, this is going to be a good game. And then out of nowhere, they just started running away with that one. So, GG's to them as they play a great map 1, but we go to a map 2 now. Den, Search, and Destroy. One of those maps really where, I mean, there are favorable sides. I would like to see, the one thing I'm going to have to see here, I feel like the aggression from Atlanta Guard is so good, but I feel like, too, in the Search, I feel like it could bite them in the ass here, as if you are Toronto Kryptic, you want to slow it down here. I think if you pull out a sniper, I think that's really going to help out your team a lot. I think if you slow it down here, make them play to you, it could benefit you if you're not used to that aggressive game style. Sometimes I say match the energy, get aggressive with them. But sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you play right into their tricks, and it can really cook you. I mean, that can lead to a 6-0. So I'll have to say, I think it was a great start. Just not enough momentum. As those Megatron and Z really starting to get away with some sprees, triple kills, double kills, whatever it was. So, I mean, another player really to watch out for Kryptic, though, is Jonesy. I mean, Jonesy was getting it going, too. Jonesy was making some plays, but it just wasn't enough to get his team to lead. I mean, really, there was no point where Kryptic had I would say, steady lead at any point. Like, I think 10 points, maybe it was the max. So, but it's all good. All good as we load into the Den, Search, and Destroy very soon. Go ahead and put your predictions down in the chat. Who you think is going to take that one? I have a firm belief that Toronto Kryptic is winning this one. I just have. I have a good feeling about this. I think they tie the series up at 1 apiece. For some reason, some way, believe in the Kryptic here. Maybe they'll be the kryptonite for the Atlanta Guard in the Search. Only one way to find out, though. Only one way to find out. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day so far. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day. Yo, the next series is going to be good, too, as we got Las Vegas and Texas coming on tonight as well, so that one will be a banger as well. I'll be super excited for that. Go ahead and put your predictions down who you think is going to win that series. We're still in the first one, of course. If you're just tuning in, Atlanta Guard is up 1-0. They win it in pretty good fashion, I would say. They start heating it up on the second set of rotations. It was Megatron and Z really starting to find their way, starting to find the gunny. But here's the thing. We take a look at Den. Now, I talk a little bit more about Den, not really about the game, but the map itself. Den, A site is going to be probably your most popular site. You're going to have some snipers from the defensive side sniping that outer P4, really where you can find a pick early on the edge looking toward P2. You find a first blood, it's going to make the team reset. Maybe have to rotate toward the middle of the map or rotate to B. If you're on offense, you really like to stack it. Maybe sometime have one player go through the middle of the map. If it's wide open, just go immediately through server. I mean, open it up quick. So, I mean, or you could either force stack that A side too. B, it can be a good side if you find the first blood. A is going to be one of those sides. Even if you get blooded, you can somehow make some magic happen. But hey, we have loaded into the game, chat. We are here. We are ready to go. So I have got to fix this real quick, chat. Oh, no. Why did we end it? Oh, no. We ended it. Why are we ending it? Uh-oh. All right, well, we are getting a quick reset in the meantime. I think somebody was just having a little bit of a packet loss, that's all. That's all. That's all it was. Just a little bit of a packet loss, that's all. It happens. It happens. It happens to you. I'd be the same way. Here we go. Time for a redo. All right, let's make sure these teams are right here, chat. Let's make sure the teams are right. Sorry, it's a little quiet for the moment. All right, look at that. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Map 2 of the first series of the night for Legacy Showdown Week 4. So we have a pause for a moment. Thought a sniper's going to get pulled as Baru. Go ahead and chuck that nade. There's no trophy system going to be out just yet. And utilizes with the lethal as he finds the first with the explosion. Calling Kobe. Finding the wallbangs as well. Oh my gosh. I mean, we got to see how much health Berserk down to now. 20 health as he does have the sniper, though. This is where I talk about on this B side. We're going to get really dangerous through Dojo. But Jonesy going to get taken out on the flank. Those are players going to be playing inside that box. Kryptic going to find a blood, but the flick not going to be there for Berserk. Oh, he sees the legs, though. He sees the legs. Could line it on up. He's able to find one now. Sliding the glide and a frying on it. Should be able to find this with the pistol. Does he, though? And now puts Z in the 1v2. Both players front and back. Not going to be able to win that one as Kryptic take your first round. It's a great showing from them in that round 1. You know, you find the first blood with the nade. I like that from Baru. Just playing that patient. You know, I'm not going to lie. Some people, sometimes they just get a little antsy. They're like, oh, I see him on the heady. I want to rip him immediately. Sometimes you just got to take a step back, realize, hey, there's no trophy systems in this first round. Let's go ahead and get that grenade cooked. Let's go ahead and throw that thing on out. Let's find the first blood. You're not running flak jacket there. It bites you in the ass, and Baru finds 2, and is a big reason why you win the round. But it's going to be Atlanta Guard now trying to respond with an A push here as you send Berserk on that flank toward the Bravo side. 2 players going to be over there as Baru finds the first blood again. Not this time with a grenade, though. It's going to be the sniper. So that does come on in. Megatron able to make this now a 2v3. So eliminates 1 player towards server. You got to go pick up that bomb, though. Comes on through. No hit markers. Sullivan just going to be watching that top window. Megatron going to get ripped, though. Baru with the sniper. We got to keep it on him as he's on a force spree. Absolutely going off, but do they line up? Almost! Z almost just finds the timing, and they almost line up for him. Isn't able to clutch that one out. Sullivan able to find that final kill, and it's Toronto Kryptic now up 2-0. And the Kryptic are starting to really connect. This is what I talk about. You just got to play a little bit slower. Let them play into your game. Let them play into your tricks. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're playing patient. With the first round, you throw the nade. You play patient. You wait for a blood. You don't put the instant plant down. That round, you find the first blood with the snipe. They get aggressive on the B site. They get up toward A. You wait for the retake. It's beautiful Call of Duty out of Kryptic so far, as they're now trying to work this thing toward Bravo. Go ahead and get over to the ZPOV as he might have seen a player cross now. Nade comes on through server as it's not going to land on anything just yet, but Berserk finds a snipe of his own to open it on up on the player outer. Already having a good feeling this bomb's about to go down. No trophy system, though, as this could do a lot of damage to the bomb carrier, but it gets put down. No kills just yet. Black Jacket benefits you in the meantime. Baru sees one is there. Does he know the whole team basically is there, though, is the question. Baru's going to slide on out now. And oh my god, Sullivan, you're in the 1v4. The defusal has not started just yet. You get a little too aggressive, you don't check your corners. And it's 4 up, 4 down for the Atlanta Guard as they're able to get that A-bomb retake. It's beautiful Call of Duty out of them. Beautiful Call of Duty. And really, it's Berserk finding that opening snipe on the outer edge. And, you know, Kryptic, they were like, hey, let's get this bomb down, you know. Let's not waste any time with it. Let's get it on down. Let's make them play a little bit fast. And that's the issue, though. That's Atlanta Guard's plan. When they play fast, that's when they're at their best. I mean, it took 18 seconds to take all 4 of them out after the bomb plant. So, great Call of Duty out of Atlanta Guard. So, Kryptic, you really can't switch it up here. You can't match that aggression. So, let them play into your tricks now as you have Sullivan go into this A window. Has a good feeling these players going to be here. Should be able to find some info soon. Yeah, as he gets the shoulder onto Zacharoni. Going to back on up now. Sees the iron. Sees the light from Berserk. Knows the sniper's going to be there, but it's going to be a little too late to push on back now. It is 2 dead now. 2v4 for the Kryptic. Megatron staying alive, and oh my gosh, Jonesy gets ripped right off the desk. Should be able to find this last player. Doesn't hit the shots as Kryptic is going to be able to make it a 1v3 now. 30 seconds left on the clock. What can you make happen here? Oh, Berserk was trying to find a snipe. That would have been something insane. 25 seconds, still enough time here. But a very hard situation as a Danny dime ball comes on in. Not Giants version, I would say Colts, as that was a dime ball. I would say pre-torn ACL. Zacharoni finding that final kill. Says, catch this thing right here. Right at the feet. Atlanta Guard tie this one up pretty quick now at 2 apiece. And if you're just tuning in, Atlanta Guard, they win this map. They go up 2-0 in the series. Kryptic wins this. We are tied up at 1 apiece. Here as Zacharoni's going to be able to find that first blood. Berserk still has the sniper out. Somebody needs to kill this man so they can get this life away from him as he misses the flick, though. He's going to be able to back on up through Dojo. But look at this. Look at this. Megatron hits a flank, but read like a book from Sullivan. He's going to be able to turn and burn. Player Z is going to rotate to the middle of the map. Good shots, but Sullivan with better ones. 2v2 now. Sniper's still going to be up. Does Kryptic get the timing here on Berserk? Yes, he does. And he's going to be able to find this last player. No, he does not get the timing, though, but it's a 2v1. Now you have the favorable numbers. The teammate going to be able to clean that up as well for the support. Toronto Kryptic, 3-2 in the search. And the way this one's looking, Chad, you could see around 11 maybe in this game if we keep getting that same Call of Duty. Lord have mercy. Man, oh man. I'll tell you what, Chad, this one's stressing me out a little bit as I just popped a bump on my face. Right behind my head, actually. Give me acne over here, brother. I know that can be developed sometimes through stress, and let me tell you, I'm getting a little stressed out here. And Atlanta Guard must be stressing too as they forget to pick up the bomb. And now they have to rotate all the way back to the spawn, but you put good damage down on Sullivan, and now you fly. You go toward this A side as Megatron is here. Find the timing, though, is the question. She's able to find 1. Was she able to find 2? No. 3 down now for Atlanta Guard as it's Berserk in the 1v3 as they know where he's going to be at as well. Hopping and the flying and the hopping and the weaving, but he's able to find the shots. He's able to put 1 down. He's almost able to put 2 down. Only lands the only shot. It's Kryptic now at 4-2. Lord. Just in key mind too, Chad. Just to go ahead and look at the record. Atlanta Guard, this would be their first win of the season. This would be their first win of the season if they win this series. But they got to get back into this one if they really want that one win. If they want that breadstick added to their win-loss column. As you have a player isolated by himself going toward that A site. I kind of liked a little bit of a, what's it called here? Just some confusion as, you know, if these Kryptic players find a blood, sure, it benefits them. You could rotate this, but also, if you're Jonesy, you're thinking somebody may hit a late flank here. So they may give you the opportunity to push up on that A site. It's right there, wide open for free. And that's exactly what the Kryptic are going to do. They're just going to move on up. Sullivan's not going to play any mind going toward that middle of the map. Kryptic going to have a lot of players to deal with. Zacharoni going to be able to even it on out now to a 3v3, but first blood and bomb, it helps your team very much there. So you get back with your bomb carrier. You put this thing down now. You have 35 seconds. Zacharoni rapidly back to spawn. As the COD timing is going to be insane here. As, yep, Z gets taken out now. Your only push is really through server or that back P4. What are you going to do here? As you rewrap to this tree. It's going to be Megatron. Going to run right into all the gunfire. It's going to be Zacharoni, though, as Toronto Kryptic are up 5-2. And, Chad, I told you, man, I was feeling really good about this one. I was really feeling good about Kryptic. You know, the thing I said is, you know, you got to make up the game plan. You have got to make a game plan. You cannot play aggressive with this team, as they have a lot of heavy slayers that's shown on the respawn. You let them come to you. You let them make the mistakes. You let them push their pace a little bit too much. And it helps your team win. And Baru going to be the top performer right now for the Kryptic at 7-4 on a 3 spree. As now the guard going to be on the offense, trying to make a 2-5 comeback. Baru saying, hey, I want to get a little bit different here. I want to pull out the sniper. I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to make a crazy clip happen on the Legacy Showdown. Flicks right through the smoke, but nothing going to be home. As now a player pushing on up. This is again 0 for 2 with the shots. Throws that nade too. Sullivan, they know exactly where he's going to be. Not going to be able to even find a blood as well. As the boys from guard say, hey, let's take this thing toward A now. Let's rewrap this thing. Let's put Jonesy here in a tough scenario as the bomb is going to go down. Eventually, at one point, should be able to find this player in the server. Very weak as well, 34 health as a player may wrap him here. Doesn't happen. Yes, it does. Zacharoni for the cleanup, though. Atlanta guard, find a round now. 3-5, 5-3 curse, chat. We have seen it before. Will we see it again is the question. Excellent teamwork out of Atlanta guard there. As they don't really, I would say, get frantic with the sniper. They play strategic as well. They throw the smoke. They push on through. They're able to take him out. Put Sullivan, isolate Sullivan now. And then make Jonesy have to think very hard there. Rewrap it to the A site. 1 round only needed for Kryptic here. I like this. Getting a little bit different. Look, pushing up through the middle of the map, as this could get dangerous if guard push that mid block. As an aid comes on through. Megatron sees the gun, knows the player's going to be there. Now they have to back down, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Coming through that mid block, you're going to find a blood. You're going to be able to put somebody down, and you're going to be able to put another one down as well, as this once 4 up should be apparently now 4 down, as Zacharoni finds a big 3 in that round. And oh shit, chat, the Kryptic are starting to fold. The Kryptic are starting to have a little bit of a breakdown here. Can you ice up? Can you close this game out and tie the series up, man? Oh my gosh. As the top performer now for the guard is going to be Zacharoni at 10-5 on a 5 as well. Go ahead and look at the streaks. Close. Oh my God. Wait a minute. If they have a successful round here, if Zacharoni has a successful round here going into the round 11, we may have a Hellstorm missile too. Puts the shots on in. Not going to be able to find the kill just yet. But the guard have made their presence known at this A site. But it's Krypta with a big nade onto Berserk. But Zacharoni with an instant trade. As that player is getting closer and closer to the Hellstorm missile, I would say 1 off here. Trophy system going to be there, so going to suppress that tactical in the meantime. There's somebody just playing through the back of the spawn, making sure nobody flanks. Just nobody from the guard doing that just yet. They want to get this bomb down on A. The trophy system's still going to be there. As that should get deleted now. 2v3 scenario. You have the numbers here. If you're Kryptic, don't play aggressive. Do what you have been doing. Take hold of this B site. If they do go A, you make sure to play this one safe and get the retake and use your numbers for your advantage. No scams here. As Kryptic are going to back up in their spawn. If you are Atlanta guard, you're playing this one maybe just a little bit too passive. As it's there in the back spawn. And Sullivan going to be able to line them up for a big double. And there we go, chat. Toronto Kryptic take your map 2 and are able to tie the series up at 1 apiece. Now we go to an overload. I have a good feeling about this one, chat. We may be seeing 5 here. As Atlanta guard, it's Zacharoni with 1,500 damage. Megatron with 1,100 damage as well. She's popping off. But Kryptic, it's Baru at 8 and 6, and Sullivan at 8 and 5. It's 16 combined. It's 16 combined on the side of Kryptic as they get it done. So good for them. That's huge. That's very big. Go ahead and take a look now. We go to an exposure overload. As this could get, I can see this one being very good. Exposure overload is going to be one of those maps where you really want to play off the counters very quick. You know, you can. This is a map I would say you can really, really reroute these things. As 1 second you're going toward an A site, an A zone, or you're like, oh, screw it, let's go to the B zone instead. So you know, this map where I would say like, well, let's just put it for an example. So, like, I know you guys have played Exposure before. I know you guys have played Exposure, but we'll just say it's that P2 side. I don't really know. I wouldn't really know the call out. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right. Let me see. Okay, here we go. We're on breaking point now. All right. That is not... Dude, that's Blackheart overload. How am I going to Google? Oh, my God, brother. Okay, there we go. Dude, I'm about to tweak. There we go. Okay. As you're working toward P2 side, you know, a lot of players like to stack that B alley. You like to get a player top solar panel. You like to have somebody really running under that, running it through the zone. You have somebody watching over, making sure nobody's breaking on in. Now, if the presence is there, you'll take it through mid-cut. As you're taking it through mid-cut, you're going to have a player, I would say, right under that P2 window, pushing up through the, I would say, what's that called? L? Dude, I don't know call-outs. I'm just calling the game like it is. Gunning, whatever. Don't judge me. Don't roast me. Take this through L, and then boom, the rewrap happens. You go into the gunny, you pick up 2. The support's going to be there on time. You're going to be able to clean it up. And once going from B to A, works just like that. As I would say, that's probably the most dominant side. I've seen a lot of spawn traps happen on that side. But again, the other side too, I've seen games where I've casted before where one team was literally down 1-4 and they put 3 goals in a minute and 25 seconds. I shit you not. It happened. Happened at Atlanta, I casted, and it was on the other side as well, toward that B zone, where really you can get spawn traps going. And you know, a lot of people like to grab that EMP too. Once you have a player killing somebody mid, they go top ring, they're able to get the push from the back wall, they're able to find some kills as well. Once they're traded out immediately, it gives your players enough time to move up through that A lane. You know what? You guys can't even see the map, so I'm not even going to sweat it. But now it's tied up at 1 apiece. You know, we've seen the strategies here. Atlanta obviously loves to get aggressive. Toronto Kryptic a little bit more passive. They use that to their advantage in the search and destroy. Now they almost scammed for a moment. They regained composure. They were able to stay strong. And that is why they tied the series up. But I'm going to have to say, I think Atlanta Guard take this on the overload. I think it's a respawn, so I think Atlanta Guard get a little too... I think they get aggressive on this. I think there's some route runners on their team where it can get really dangerous. Of course, Zacharoni was starting to heat it up in the search as well, so could be a good thing for him going into this overload. And then you have Megatron that's just always moving on the map. I mean, she's great also with the gunning, but she's also just moving. Like, even I noticed that in the search and destroy. She just wasn't scared at all. Even when a player was weak, she was like, no, I'm going to get aggressive. I'm going to sit in this corner. Almost finds a big 2-piece in a round that could have really benefited and helped their team. But that aggression goes in many ways in the respawn compared to the search and destroy. And Z is just a player that went off on map 1. I would say probably going to continue here on map 3 as it is exposure. But a player to watch out for the side of Kryptic on the respawn is going to be Johnsy. Sullivan as well is starting to heat it up, so that can get scary too. So I think this one's a good one. I have guard taking map 3, though. I have guard taking map 3. And if you're just tuning in, chat, if you're just tuning in as well, it's tied up at 1 apiece. Atlanta guard, take your map 1, 250 to 154. Or is that 184? I can't tell. I'm colorblind. That makes me partially blind. Toronto Kryptic, though, take the search in 6-4 fashion. I think this one's going to be a good one, Chad. What do you think, y'all? What are we thinking? What's your predictions down in the chat? I'm ready whenever these people are. Oh, I've been good. We're just doing a couple of things. Oh my God, chat. Sorry. Damn, I'm sorry. Y'all are gonna have to put up with me tonight. Solo casting. This shit's just comical at this point. This shit's funny. Let's try to have fun tonight. Let's try to have fun a little bit. Let's try to have fun with it. If you guys are wondering why I just had to do that, dude. You guys ever get, like, drainage in your throat and that shit just, like, comes up? Bro, ugh. Shit was gross. I didn't want y'all to hear me fucking hawk up one on stream, like... I gotta get some H2O refresh there, because holy shit. Holy shit. Hopefully we get this one going soon. Oh, you hear that timer? Oh, actually, I hear the timer. You guys don't, so. Oh, I'm super pumped to get this one going. For sure, for sure. Here we go, chat. Map 3 of the Legacy Showdown. We're loading into it. We have got an exposure overload this series, tied up at 1 apiece. I might get to cast my first Game 5 ever of the Legacy Showdown. I'm pumped. I don't know about you guys. Why the hell is my name looking like that on the stream? What is that? Let's fix that. Oh, yeah, here we go. And Atlanta guard. And here we go. We have loaded on in, chat. It is Atlanta guard versus Toronto Kryptic for the map 3. This one gonna be a good one, as no one really having control just yet. As Jonesy finds a big triple. Gets taken out in the meantime. 2 for 1. Everybody just trying to get control of the CMP through the middle of the map. Berserk putting some shots on in. Able to spot another player as well. Could be a good kill, but it's a big trade. It's a 2 for 2. It's finally some position has been gathered on the map now through that mid-cut. Look at Megatron getting right under them. And that's a 2 for 1, though, for the Kryptic, as they may be able to find 3 here. See, oh my gosh, Baru stop, dropping a roll on the stairs. Elevates the game and takes him on out. You're starting to find some positioning toward that P2 side. You could maybe get this thing and wrap it up. Here comes Megatron, gonna get taken out now, and 7 is here. 7 is here for the spawns. Here on the backside is able to shots is in for Berserk. Yep, Sullivan. This is a great play out of Sullivan. I love that from Sullivan. He gets set up super early, trusts his teammates to get the kills to the middle of the map. He is there, anchoring it through that backside. He's getting a big slay as the EMP's gonna spawn on P2 as well. You have the 2 players from Kryptic set up here. And if you find one, you have to find the other, but you don't, as Baru's going to win the opening engagement with the big kill out of Megatron, as now you're trying to find your second goal of the game. Baru putting the shots on in, as Seven's going to have to play up for a moment, but Sullivan going to get taken out. It's a clean wipe from the Atlanta guard as they play some good defense. Let's see if they can translate it to offense now. All 4 players for the Kryptic going to be spawned up toward that B side. Instant trades coming on in, but 2 for 1 as the EMP is close to the goal line. Berserk's able to find one, but now the route man, and whoa, no route man because the EMP is going to reset. You thought you had it. Now you're pushed up here on their base. Kryptic gonna get taken out now. All by yourself is Baru. You're gonna be able to maybe wrap this thing, and oh my gosh, you get away. Look at Sullivan. Sullivan's gonna be able to find the iron. Sullivan's gonna be able to find 2, and this is gonna be a goal. Sullivan trying to find 3. Zaccaroni swooping and dooming and moving around the ring, but he is gonna be stunned right over the top as he doesn't even look at the player. He doesn't even shoot him as well. Oh my god, it's Kryptic coming out with a different type of game plan. I said you don't want to get too aggressive with the Atlanta guard, but they say tantrums will do different. We don't give an absolute damn. We're feeling great now after the search and destroy, the gunny, the confidence, everything is up as they are able to kill this player. A zone is wide open here. If you're Baru, why the hell are you throwing a nade? Run this bitch in. Run this bitch in as we have 1:55 left in the half, and we may see a 4-0 halftime. It's a 2 for 2, but the player Krypta is going to be here with a big nade. He's going to be able to land something with a lethal and a tactical. He's going to be able to get out with his life as well, and he's controlling this A side so well. Sure, you're going to get taken out. You're going to have to play your life for the moment time. Will you be able to find the kill with the pistol? Yes, you do. And now you wrap this thing toward B. Or do you even... God, I don't even know how to really cast this one. It's just back and forth chaos right now for the Toronto Kryptic. They are just finding everything. Oh my god, going over the top, going for the goal right there with the goal line, but you're not going to be able to get it on in. It's a clean wipe from the Atlanta guard. Minute left in the half now. Will you find a goal here? You're running this thing straight up towards A, but a big stun comes on him, and Megatron able to find one. That's a 2 for 1 coming through the middle side. Z's able to get one down to 12 health, though. Going to be by himself, isolated in the corner as a pinch does come on in. Almost makes something happen there, but doesn't land the hit markers. Aid comes over the top now. This is really quick where it could get dangerous as it's Jonesy finding one, and it's Jonesy finding a big double as well. You're spawning toward that P4 side, too. If you are a Z, Sullivan going to get pushed up very early as it's this player from top ring. As I was talking about, you do hit the wrap, but it doesn't work out in your favor. Time to take guard a little bit now. As they're looking for a good push here. Z's going to be able to find the opening now. Going to get taken out by that player window. We're going to put some shots in, but it's Jonesy with another 2, and it's Krypta shutting it down as well. You have this EMP, you could send it into halftime, going up 4-0, and you're not taking any time here. You're just trying to get this thing in the zone. You get shut down again. Great defense, but you have got to translate this to some offense here. Maybe force an overtime. Play this one a little bit slower. They're trying to get aggressive. They're going right into the gunning of Sullivan. EMP is taken on out as well before halftime. Oh my gosh, you almost see a double kill. And holy shit. My prediction is totally wrong here, chat, as Toronto Kryptic have really blown this thing up. They're up 3-0. Sullivan 18 and 11. We're going to go ahead and see the highlight play from him from that top window. As he picks up 1, he picks up 2. Waiting for his teammate, getting the comm as they say, hey, let's hit the pinch on this player in the corner. As he cleans that one up as well. Almost to the 2,000 damage mark as well. And really, what Toronto Kryptic has done well is I would say that was about a 2-minute gunfight through the middle of the map, trying to get that EMP control at first. Sullivan, the MVP, I would say, of that round, not just for the defensive kills right there, but really opening that first goal, rallying it on from B to the A zone. As you get in their spawn, you find the kills early, you play defense, you hit the routes, you get the big kills to the middle of the map, which opens up that A lane, and it's Jonesy opening it up with a big first blood with the nade. Baru with a big one as well. Megatron going to be down to 5 health, so she's going to have to play her life here for a moment. But I like this play. Wrapping through their spawn, wrapping through P4, hitting a little bit of a flank here. May be able to find 3 if she plays it real quick. She's able to line up 1. Will she be able to line up 2? Goes for the wall bounce, but not going to be able to find anything. Last player should be cleaned up. That's a fresh 4 dead. You're going to take this thing on up through B. As you have this player coming through L, that's going to be Baru putting the damage on in. But this is what I'm talking about. The player mid-cut. What the hell? You were wrapping it, and now you're going B. I don't even know where you're going if you're Sullivan. You're just juking me out of my shoes if you're like Barry Sanders right now. 3 takes a route. Should be able to clean this up as the EMP on the tank side, and you may be able to have a free cap here. You gotta hold your teammates backside, but you don't. As Baru's with a big double, they're just gonna get aggressive. They're not even gonna grab the CMP. They're saying, hey, we're getting position, we're getting the kill, we're trying to find everything as it's a 1-for-1 in the meantime. You gotta play your life here for Baru. Berserk with a big double, gonna be able to shut down this offensive push for the moment from the boys at Kryptic. Guard, I need something out of you. I need some aggression. I need some kills to get this one going, as everything right now is going in favor of the Kryptic. 21-12, Sullivan. And you go ahead and look at the guard. You only have one player that's neutral right now, and that's going to be Z at 16-16, 17-16 soon. As I say that, Megatron not going to know those players in the back spawn. That's going to be Kryptic. May be able to find two. Not going to be able to do so, but the EMP going to be favoring on the Kryptic side. Is 5 just going to play behind that wall, make them get aggressive towards him. Right into his teammate's gunny. He's gonna back on up through P4, wrap this thing. The lone man's going to be Krypton now. Here comes Megatron coming through the middle of the cut. Megatron able to find 2, or I should say 1. It's a 3-for-1 in the meantime. Now Berserk trying to move this thing on up. The stun lands on the Baru, but you have got to get these kills as the stun did something, but not enough. Defense out of a Baru. Not going to pick up this EMP. Just looking for more kills. Now on a 3. Maybe trying to make it a bloodthirsty. Is that player going to watch over him on the tank? Doesn't get taken out just yet. Now looking for the player here. Zacharoni now dead. Moving on up now. The EMP going to spawn in the middle of the map. You can either take this thing A or B. Wherever you opt to go. Oh my god. It's Baru starting to heat on up. And he's going absolutely insane right now. And I love the aggression from Jonesy. He gets it right on up through P2. Just distracting the players from guard as they run this thing to the Bravo zone. It is now a 4-0 lead. And Kryptic could take the 2-1 series edge here. And you have EMP control towards P2. This is beautiful Call of Duty right now. Remember, I've seen some crazy comebacks on this map. So don't put the Atlanta guard out of this just yet as Berserk finds a big double. On the 3 spree, starting to heat on up and see with a big one as well, but hold on a minute now as it's 8 hitting the flank. You slide, you glide, you fry, you get the EMP player taken on out, but you have got to run this thing back as you are going to be able to now. Z with a big triple, as I thought that player in the back was going to be able to take out the offensive stand from Atlanta guard, but now the EMP going to start spawn towards that P5. And look who it is. It's Baru getting aggressive in the spawn again, opening up another lane here. Z's not going to be able to land the shots. Will 2 be here on time? Yes, he is. But it's Baru there for the cleanup. No, it is not. Zacharoni coming in clutch for the Atlanta guard. But you have got to translate these defensive stops to offensive points here as you are down 3 here. Opening it up with a 3 dead. Last player to the middle of the map, and Zacharoni, like I said, heating it up on the search, starting to heat it up here now with a 12 spree combined for the Atlanta guard. Let's see if he can put some points on the board and maybe make this one close. This would be a hell of a comeback, down by 2 only, but Sullivan with a big double, Baru with a big one as well. As this player towards B4 is going to be alive. Megatron with a big double. She's going to be able to get out as well. Play her life. She's going to be annoying in the spawn, and Josie not going to check that door. Finds another one. Hold on a minute. These boys and girls are starting to zap. Megatron is getting hot. Oh my god. We might see a 3-4. What the absolute fuck is going on? Oh my god. Can you put it in? Yes, you do. 30 seconds. In the spin of, I can't even cast right now. What the fuck is going on? Atlanta guard has got themselves back into the game. There is so much pandemonium going on the map. You really can't even cast it, but if you're Atlanta guard here, you have got to get this EMP touch to force overtime. If you're Kryptic here, why even get aggressive at this point? Why force this? Why force this into the spawn? You may be able to play into the trap now. You have the EMP. You wait for your teammates. You get an extra 30 seconds. If you're Z, you have to slow down. You have got to wait for an executed push now. As this player, Berserk, is going on a huge flank, and I mean huge flank, but the second the EMP is taken out, it would be bad news as the player gets taken out. Oh my god, wait a minute though. The lane might have been open, and Sullivan has got to go big, and he does indeed. I talked about it being the MVP of round 1, and it's the MVP of round 2, and a big reason now why you're going up 2-1 in the series. Leading the kills in the search, and leading the kills in the overload for your team. Zacharoni starting to get hot here, starting to spark a comeback for the Atlanta guard. Oh my gosh. Absolutely chaotic. I mean, you literally heard my voice. At one point, I don't even know if I was making sense because so much was happening on the map. I mean, holy shit. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. I cannot believe that just happened. Almost just happened. We have almost now witnessed 2 breakdowns from Toronto Kryptic. Oh my gosh. Okay, well now Atlanta Guard was close to finding their first win of the season, but now they have to fight through this map 4 on a black heart as well. And Kryptic are hot. And sure, you're heating up too if you're Guard, but I think Kryptic have found their move. I think they have found their groove. I think they're very comfortable on the map. I think you have let Sullivan get too hot. I think you have let Baru get going as well. So, and this Blackheart too, you know, there's a bunch of maps in this game where, you know, some hard points you can rotate early and get broken in immediately. Blackheart's one of those maps, if you rotate early, you're going to find a lot of time, does not matter what hill it is. You have got to win the key rotations in this map. You have got to win the rotations. So, you got to be dominant, of course. Your ARs have got to be able to hold the cross, make sure nobody's flanking the back spawn, anchoring for your team, anchoring those spawns. Your subs are going to be the one that really get active on this map. Subs do a lot of damage on the Blackheart. If it's hitting those wall bounces, if it's sliding and gliding, a frying onto the hard point, that's really the players that are going to be in there getting active. So, or you could send a sub. I mean, put a sub on the hard point, put a sub going through and just killing everything. But right now, if you're Atlanta Guard, you kind of got to find that momentum you had in map 1. After you start getting hot on the second set of rotations, you have got to find that again. You have got to get it going here on this Blackheart hardpoint, or this could be bad news as you are still maybe potentially stuck with a donut here for a win-loss record column here. I mean, you look at the standings. I mean, what is that? I mean, dude, I'm going to have to open that up. What is that? Let me see this. Yeah, Atlanta Guard 0-3. Where's the Kryptic at 1-2 as well? So, this is where it gets dangerous. I don't think I swapped teams. Wait, did I get it right? Oh, I think I got it right. Maybe. Gotta love that Codcaster, guys. You gotta love that Codcaster glitch. Oh my god, I got it right. All right. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What the hell? Did I not have a Toronto logo on that whole map 3? No way. That sucks. And the game ends as well. What we got going on here? Okay, well, Toronto Kryptic won the series, chat. Just kidding. Just kidding. Well, it was Toronto Kryptic already finding some success. Baru at 2-0. So, wow. They spawned on the hill, I guess. Seems like they did. Man, seems like they did. Well, here we go. Take number 2 of map 4 of the Legacy Showdown. This is week 4. Day 1. It is their first match of the night. As we are in a 4-game series right now with Toronto Kryptic versus the Atlanta Guard. Guard here has to win this map to force the game 5. Kryptic take this one. They improve to 2-2. The boys from Guard move on up, or I should say, move on down to 0-4. As you are still stuck with the donut, not a breadstick just yet. Okay, this is going to be a reset. All right, well, I'm glad I didn't do anything just yet. Yep. Another one. Well, chat, in the meantime, I really like doing this, but I'm going to send you guys to a quick intermission, and we'll be back here in just a moment. Boys and girls, we are back with map 4 coming up very soon. You know, we got some things settled, just, you know, some Call of Duty problems like always. If it ain't Codcaster, if it's not the server, if it's not the spawns, it's something Call of Duty related, but that's why we love it so much, because it's so dog shit sometimes. Literally, as Dwayne The Rock Johnson said, dog shit. Literally dog shit. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. But hey, you know, Toronto Kryptic now 1 map away from closing the series out. Of course, Atlanta Guard having a fight through this map 4. If they take it, they go to a map 5. Whoever wins the series, of course, will move up in the standings. Kryptic will be improving to that 2-2. And then the Guard will be dropping to a hot 0. Did I do that right? 0-4. 0-4, potentially. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. I want to see everybody win. Doesn't matter if it's a breadstick or what, but we need to see it. I mean, you know, Black Hardpoint's going to be really one of those maps where if you find rotations early, you know, the same thing with P1. It can be scrappy, or you can find some good time on the hill if you have a good setup. But you want to hold it from that P2 side, as P2 can be a big swing hill on this map. If you find the early rotations, you have somebody anchoring, making sure nobody's coming through P4. You have somebody sitting in the corner right beside that little door, that automatic door that opens coming from mid to P2 immediately. You have somebody holding the cross for that, and that little outer wall run. You can have a lot of success going to P2, but the big thing is also rotating towards P3, as that's another big hill as well. P4, P5. Hell, as might as well, all of them are big hills if you hold them down right. But the key thing on this map for Blackheart, rotate, 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 and rotate. And subs, get fucking active. Do I have this right? Did I nail team names? Yo, guys, I think I nailed team names. I did. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is map 4 of the Legacy Showdown, week 4, day 1, match 1 of the day, and it's Baru opening us up here for the big double. And that's a fresh 4 dev for the Kryptic as they pick up right where they left off. Now building that 10-0 lead, spawning them towards that P5 side, P5, P3 side. Oh my god, Baru is just chasing. He does not get 2 dams at all as they flips the spawns. Not in the favor, though. And sure, it was a great kill out of him, but probably strategically not the best push, as now it's going to be Atlanta Guard getting into onto the hard point, but you have got to take out the man, and that's going to be Krypta. But somehow, some way, Sullivan finds his way in the back spawn, so sneaking on through P2. Trying to get these rotations very early. Like this time he's able to find one. Does he see the other player going to back on up? Going to be able to throw the nade and finds the kill as well as it's a fresh 4 dead. You flip them on back out. The Kryptic say, we know what we're doing. We flip the spawns and we get it right back into our favor now. And here come the Guards coming through that P3, P4 side. As the player here is going to be Baru to hold it down here. Is able to put some good shots on the Berserk, but an easy trade comes on in. And it's Guard taking the hard point right back from Kryptic. So we're about to tie this game on up. It's Megatron on the 5. She's starting to heat on up now. The nade comes on through. Not going to be able to do damage to her as the big kill out of Jonty to take her on out. So not going to be able to earn the Hellstorm missile there, but Z's able to find one. Z is able to find a big double. As this is going to be Baru here for the trade. He's going to look to his outer wall run, but it's Megatron there. Sliding the glide into frying and jumping right off the wall. It's a slam dunk. Now getting her team even more points. The back shots do come on in. Pause, as I should say, as she says, resume to the skull, as Megatron is going off at 7-4 to kick us off here on the Blackheart hardpoint. And now we're going to P3. Kryptic do have the rotation, so this could be big for them. Once up 28-5, now down 62-28. So, it's finding the rotations, getting active early on the map with their subs. And there it is again. They're trying to find another Megatron. Z starting to do their thing, picking it up as Zacharoni and Megatron combine for a 16 so far, as it was Kryptic getting it going early in the game. Lone man, the hardpoint's going to be Baru. Zacharoni able to push on through the front side. You're spawning also toward that P5 and also towards P4. For Kryptic here, you gotta make a push though toward this backside. You gotta make sure you kill this anchor, as it's Z now, earning a Hellstorm missile and also on a Bloodthirsty of his own. Zacharoni finding a big double too. And Lord have mercy. The tide has shifted, Atlanta Guard saying, we want this map 5. We want this first series win of the year. And you have Berserk taking a round. Zacharoni able to find a double, and it's a fresh 4 dead. Atlanta Guard playing some great COD right now. And guess what? They hold the scrap as well. So not only are you there for the rotations, you're sitting on time. You're forcing them to spawn P5. And now you're giving all your players this info to let them know that they are here moving through P5, and it's Z with a big double. They spawn toward P3 now. The Kryptic, you once had a great start, but now it is absolute belt. 13 spree, 14 spree combined from the Guard. You can't even take him on out. You can't even find a trade as it's all red in the feed. Atlanta Guard guarding the hard point, and it is a 17 combined 18. Will they make it 20 potentially? Jonesy gonna be able to ice that one out, ending the team spree, but still 3 of the 4 are still going off. 16. Can both players find a Merciless here as they both have a Hellstorm missile, I would say. Oh my God. Sometimes the reset helps, and it definitely helps the Guard in this favor, as they are up 100 points right now and potentially could put 100 points above here. Berserk with some crazy movement, throws the nade on out. Not going to be able to connect with anything, but this is the Hellstorm missile I talk about that Z has earned. Here we go. The thing is coming on down. Gonna have to make a player play inside as it's 3 dead now. You're forcing this thing toward P3. You put some damage on in. You break onto the hill, but the spawn's still there for the Kryptic as they could maybe find a contest as it's a 2-for-1. It's a good opening for you. Rue able to find one as well, but you have a player coming off the wall run, but who else but Megatron? Jonesy's able to find one. Sullivan with a big 2, including his teammate. If you make it 3, Sullivan, will you be able to pick up another one? No, you do not. The spawn's still favoring Kryptic, though. Don't know how they're still spawning here. And it's back and forth action right now. Toronto Kryptic, you need the scrap time, and you need to focus, and you need to get it going like you did on the P1 for the second set of rotations if you want to win this series. Zacharoni on the rotation as well. 20 and 10, 20 kills on the first set of rotations. Could be a potential 40 watch. He also has a minute of hill. Z with a minute 55 as well. So one of your main slayers getting active on the hill, showing that he can play different roles for a different reason as it's a 3-for-1. As Kryptic held this hill very well the last time. Can they do it again and push themselves over the 100-point mark and get themselves a comeback? We'll have to just find out here. Jonesy just gonna get active on through mid. They're gonna put some shots through for the crossfire, but not gonna be able to find the thing as it's Jonesy finding one. Will it be Z finding 2? Zacharoni with a big one as well. Sullivan gonna be able to clean that on up. Sullivan going for the wall bounce, going for the jump, going for the kill, but Zacharoni cleans it on up. The favorable P2 spawns do come in for the Kryptic, but now over the 170-point mark is going to be the Atlanta Guard. You're starting to push on up through P4. Megatron able to find one now. You start to stack this backside. You wait for the teammate, you wait for the health regen, and oh yeah, you find the timing. Baru, you could be in a load of trouble here, but you find one. Will you be able to find 2? No, you do not. Somehow gets away. Shouldn't be able to get this one, but does. Shoulders, I love the shoulders. Goes for the slide chow. Not going to be able to find anything, but still getting active through that P4 side. Megatron doing her thing. I like this a lot. Don't give up on the route just yet. Just because it didn't work the first time doesn't mean it won't work the third time, and it does for a charm, as third time is the charm for the break. Atlanta Guard looking to put this one away and force the map 5, but Kryptic with a strong push from the front side. It's going to be a big one between Krypta and Megatron, but Megatron goes absolutely huge for her team with a big triple, and she's on a 5. Bloodthirsty for Megatron as now she pushes her team over the 200-point mark here. You're just so close from forcing that map 5. But we've seen some crazy comebacks before. MW2. Legion versus Thieves. Will this be a part 2? I guess we'll have to find out. I call things a little bit too. I call things early. Sometimes I speak it into existence. Will it happen here? Z's going to make a mistake jumping off the map 2-for-1 now. Zacharoni going to go ahead and use that Hellstorm missile. Will he be able to pick up anything? No, he doesn't. He just cruises it right onto the building here. It's going to be Baru finding a big gunfight through the middle of the map, though. So by themselves onto the point is going to be the Atlanta Guard. As by Megatron is just by herself. I mean, a lonesome on the hard point. She does get cleaned up. Berserk trying to push to the front. player coming to the side. You guessed the wrong corner, and yes, you do get taken out, but it's Zeeb there for the cleanup, but it's a 3. It's 4 dead now. You go with him in the middle of the map. That's going to be Zacharoni trying to hit through this front side, and if you're Kryptic, this is a beautiful hold, and I love this getting active on the routes as well, but you don't check the window. You don't check the window, and it might bite you in the ass here, and it's going to be Zacharoni potentially finding a big 2, and you do, oh no! Oh no! You don't finish the kill. Jonty's going to be able to clean it on up as well. So once a double kill turns into a stop, dropping a roll for Sullivan now on a 4 spree, getting closer and closer. The Hellstorm Missile has the info going for the 2, but Berserk is going to be able to clean that on up now. 2 for 1 as it's Z pushing through the front side. Hellstorm Missile getting used from Megatron. She's able to find 2. She's able to find 3. No, Kryptic still finding the spawns, and they're finding the comeback. Holy shit, here we go. Will it be a breakdown? Baru with a cleanup as well. It's a big kill. Zacharoni trying to push on through the front. It's a 2 for 2. As the last player here is going to be Sullivan. You got to go big for your team. Baru with a big cleanup. Baru is everything. 20 seconds though. You have got to contest this time. You cannot let the Atlanta Guard get all of the scrap as you find the back shots too. Atlanta Guard now 20 points away from putting this one away for Baru with a big double. And now Kryptic has earned himself the Hellstorm Missile. So, gonna be able to gather some info, force this player to be huddled up in the back building here. No, comes on out, decides to play a little bit of a game, pushes them in the back of the building as well. And it's Sullivan. Route Man does get paid, but Route Man does get taken out. Now a pinch coming on in from 2. And it's gonna be Z. Z sliding on in, but it's 3 dead. Kryptic get the spawns. Or what are we witnessing right now, chat? What are we witnessing? As the Kryptic are finding everything right now. Zacharoni putting the shots on into the front side. Sullivan gonna be there for the cleanup now. It's gonna be the route. As I say, they say Route Man. This is Route Woman in this case. As is Megatron pushing on through. Megatron finding 2. Oh my god! Megatron finding a triple kill. Holy shit. And that might have just called game. Once a heroic, once a miraculous comeback might just get put away just like this, but Sullivan finds the opening. Will they be able to break onto the hard point? 3 dead, and somehow, someway, Kryptic are still alive in this one. What the hell? Baru, potential 40 piece for the L. Turn and a burn. Kills are favoring. Kryptic gonna have the positioning though. It's gonna be Baru by his lonesome. Going in, almost picks a double. Trophy system takes him on out, but it is not enough. Oh my god, we're behind schedule, but I love it because you get scenarios like this, and it's a game 5. Ladies and gentlemen, I have broke the curse. We're going to a game 5. Atlanta Guard win this one. They get their first series win of the year. Kryptic win this one. They improve to 2-2, and it's Sullivan flying through the sky, but it wasn't enough. Go ahead and take a look at the stats. It's Baru dropping 40 with 4,300 damage. Holy shit. What did I just watch? What did I just watch? That's the most insane Call of Duty I've casted all year. That was the most insane. And I spoke into existence, chat. I was like, hey, Legion versus Thieves, MW2 2023. It almost happened. It almost happened. MW2 2022, whatever the hell year you want to call it, it almost happened. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chat, we're going to a game 5. Go ahead and put your predictions down in there. Who you think's going to be able to take this one? I mean, you gotta. I think here in this scenario, you have to. You gotta roll here with the guard. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. 250 to 202. Holy shit, what a series this one has been. I don't even know how to react right now. I really don't even know how to react. Oh my gosh. This one's been crazy. Oh my gosh. I literally have no words. I'm speechless right now. This might be the best series of the Legacy Showdown we've had on stream. This 100% has to be the best match we've had on stream. 100%. And oh my god, I hear the ticker. I hear the timer. Oh, it is time, folks. We are going to a map 5, and guess what? We're going right back to where we had it getting going. We started the series on Scar, and now we are ending it here. Someone is walking away with a W. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be the Kryptic, or is it going to be the Guard? Put your predictions down in the chat. Holy shit. This is Legacy Showdown Call of Duty, and it's just week fucking 4. And here we go. Chat. Here we go. Opening it up. It's going to be Kryptic. Or it's going to be Guard. On the offensive side, I have the colors messed up, so I do apologize. And a Guard finding the first 2 right off rip. You might find some timing here if you are, but you find the blood. You make it now a 2v3. Reset, but the Jeep goes off. The Hummer. Whatever the hell you want to call it. Pulls a fight in the face, and oh my god, you got 2 players ironing you, and that's going to be a nightmare if you are Kryptic. And Megatron going to be able to clean that up, so that's a great round from the Guard. That's a great round to kick us off here. Don't mind the scoreboard here. If it says Toronto Kryptic, that is the Atlanta Guard. And if it says Atlanta Guard, that is the Toronto Kryptic. Yes, I know you guys just heard that nighttime notification. It's my bedtime right now, but god dang it, I'm wide fucking awake. As this one has got me. This one has got me antsed. This one's got me jittery. This one's got me nervous, because I don't know who's walking away with it. That's a stat to look at, too. All 4 players from the side of Kryptic, I mean, from the side of Guard, got to kill that round. Jonesy able to open it up, but an immediate trick comes on in. The shots are great, but oh my god, it's just a grenade round. Simtex is frags. No guns to decide this one, as it's now Z in the 1v2. Will he make it a 2-0 lead for the Guard, or is it going to be Toronto Kryptic getting it right back to 1 apiece? Krypta, the last men remaining, as they tie this one up now at 1 apiece. Successful offense around here. Holy shit. Going to be able to open up with the first blood. I'm trying to decide where you want to go with this bomb, and it's Kryptic coming out with some fire now. Z in the 1v4. You've made some heroic plays before. Can you make another one here? We're absolutely trapped. Is this a Kryptic coming on through? Toronto Kryptic now up 2-1. They said, hey, you guys might have had some momentum in that first round, but here we go. We have figured it out now. I think this one goes to around 11, chat. I'm not even going to lie to you. Now Kryptic moving it on toward this A site. You throw a nade, you don't find anything. Kryptic getting aggressive again. Trying to gather some position here, but it's going to be, you're going to have to go through the gunfire of Atlanta Guard. And sure, if you are Berserk, you try to go on a flank, you're going to get shut down by Krypta. However, you stay alive. Megatron finds the first blood. Zacharoni gets taken out, though. It's a 3v2, though. Kryptic and Z. Oh, my God. Put some great shots down by Jonzi with a trade immediately. Now putting Megatron in the 1v2. She made a big play last map. Big triple kill to call game on that P5. Will she make another one here with 35 seconds left on the clock? And now got to go for the bomb plant here if you are Kryptic. Megatron playing this patient inside a market. Just going to iron top wood. Sure, nobody home. Jonesy, yeah, she finds Jonesy. Jonesy just going to play his life. These reinforcements, grenade come on through. You play this one to perfection. Do you find the kill? Popped on up is Sullivan, and there it is. Kryptic with another great round. 2 successful offensive rounds now, and 3 successful rounds total. You are now 3 away. Makes from putting your record at 2-2. And adding another loss to the column for Atlanta Guard. I mean, if you're Atlanta Guard there, I mean, you play that great. You played that great. But and these are the situations you're getting put in different from the first round. You're putting your players in a tough 1v2 scenarios where if you chow bomb, you're going to die no matter what. In that scenario there, you could have had that kill in the first offensive round for the Toronto Kryptic, but it doesn't work out in your favor. And Berserk says, hey, well, we need something change here. We need something to change. Let me pull out the sniper. Let me get active at a hit marker. But it's going to be 2 down already. And it's going to be the last one up. It's going to be Sullivan. He's made some big plays. He slides and glides on into the bomb side, but it's Megatron cleaning up the final 2. It's a big double as she gets her team now back to 2-3, only down by 1 round here. Oh my God, this one's going to go down to the wire. I can just feel it. Did Berserk get taken out that round? No, he did not. So he's going to have that sniper life as well. So remember, he's got 2 lives in the back pocket for that sniper. You want to make sure you have those in the later rounds if you want to be different in the round 11, which different can win you games in search, and that's what you have to do to win here. It's going to be Kryptic going right back to that A side. Here's the difference. Berserk has the sniper. Oh no. You want to get aggressive, but at the same time, you don't want to show any bit of your body. Just like that, Jonzi is ripped, but an instant trade comes on in for Krypta. Zacharoni with a big cleanup as well. 2 for 1. You have the number advantage. Krypta toward this A side. The player's going to be here, but not going to be able to find the kill. So now, Baru in the 1v3. Had 40 kills that last map. 2-4 this map so far. You win this, you get put up to 5-4. And you put your team up 4-2. But Zacharoni starting to heat it up. As he's starting to glue this team together. He's starting to make this team stick like mac and cheese. Like the macaroni in the cheese, as I should say. Zacharoni everything right now. Putting the shots on in. Oh my God. This bomb if you are Atlanta Guard. You're working it towards A now, but you get blooded immediately by Jonesy. Berserk gonna have the sniper out. And this might not be the round, but as soon as I say that, quick scope onto Krypta. This Krypta, the kryptonite for you, might just be that sniper. This Berserk is just waiting for somebody. Somebody to expose himself, goes for the snow scope, but almost finds the kill. That's Toronto Kryptic stealing that round now, going up 4-3. You find the first blood early. Helps your team so much in that scenario. The quick scope, yeah, that got a little scary for a moment. He lands that no scope there. Yeah, I have the piece of paper that shows hole, but I might actually show the actual hole no cap if that does happen. But there you go. Does he have any more sniper lives? I believe that was his second, was it not? Zacharoni finds first blood. Zacharoni's everything right now, but an instant trade comes on in 2 for 1. As you have a player making his way through the plane side. 1v2, minute 5. A lot of time. This is very doable here if you are Toronto Kryptic. We saw a comeback almost happen from Atlanta Guard on the Den. Playing a lot better in the search so far than map 2. Making Sullivan isolated in the 1v2 here. They don't check bomb just yet. Should check now as Megatron's like, oh my gosh, he's right there. He's got to get the shots in. And he does, as in Zacharoni puts him down. And Megatron said, hey, let me come over there and drop a bag. Tied it up at 4 apiece. Could this be the first round 11 of the year? Could this be the first round 11, game 5 for Legacy Showdown? I'm pretty sure this would be. He only died 1 time with a sniper. Okay, good comm right there. That's a good comm. Now 2 times. Yep, there it is. Now it's gone. Well. Kryptic gonna be able to find the first blood. You're playing a little bit passive here if you are the Atlanta Guard, but you are on offense. You gotta make this thing move. Zacharoni finding a kill though, making it even now, 3v3. You gotta get this bomb through market, but once you do, you are gone. As Kryptic have realized where that bomb is, it's an impossible scenario really to pick this thing on up, as you're gonna go right through the irons of a player. And going for her. Somehow, some way, she's able to grab it. She's able to get this thing. So, I mean, if you're Kryptic, you know this bomb has been picked up. Baru knows as well, putting the shots on in. The assistance should come on in from Sullivan. As Baru does get taken out, though, so it gets a little bit scary for the moment time. You give up that plane side, so you're letting them push up toward B. Krypta has a really good heady here. Should be able to find a blood, potentially. You peek on up, time he comes on in, and once a 4v3 has now, once favorable, now unfavorable for you, and you're getting the bomb down too. So Sullivan in another 1v2. Megatron and Z, the last remaining players with Atlanta Guard, and oh my gosh. That's a great setup from Kryptic. You have the bomb dropped. Right inside of market, you know they pick it up. You don't win the gunfight on plane, it opens up that alley. And if I'm Krypta there, man, I'm getting aggressive. Like, I know you got to hold the iron for as long as you can, force them to slow down the push, but maybe finding one and getting your teammate in a 1v1 scenario is the better plan than putting his teammate in a 1v2. So, Atlanta Guard now one round chat away from winning their first series of the year. But Kryptic still have a round left. Let's see if they can tie this one up as Zacharoni finds the first blood. Megatron finds the second now, and it could be happening. It could be happening, chat. Atlanta Guard could find their first win of the year as Baru is running for his life. Somehow, some way, gets out. I like this. Just play the corner. Oh my god, Sullivan has hit all the way through now. These players are going to have to backtrack. But you go right into the iron sights. And now, all 3 players are here. They don't know yet, just yet. Find some timing. Baru now makes it a 1v2. Well, players just going to play together here. Finds the 1v1. And oh my god, Solution goes. For the round 11. Baru, you regen the health. Oh my god. Bomb is going to be down, so you have to pick this up. And I love this play from Berserk, playing it so patient, but somehow staying alive. Goes for the reach out. 25 seconds left. And it's another time where Berserk doesn't finish the kill. And oh my god, again. Just going to run up top blue. You have to grab this bomb. Baru has ran all the way around. Berserk may allow him to plant. Oh my god. Each player sees each other. Berserk just has to run for his life now. No time to plant. And Atlanta Guard has pulled this one off. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, no more donut for Atlanta guard. You have now put a breadstick on the win-loss column. That is what you love to see for our first match of the night. Winning map 1, starting the series with a win, and ending the series with a win as well. Holy shit. Oh my god. That was an insane series. That was an insane series. And we have another series too, chat. So it may be a little bit past your bedtime right now, but hey, put them kids to bed. Put your wife to bed. Put whoever it is to bed. And come watch some more Legacy Showdown Call of Duty. You don't want to miss this one. It's Texas versus Las Vegas in our next one here. Good Lord. I mean, MVP, I feel like has to be Megatron as she started picking up some insane clutch kills in that P4 and that map 4. P5 as well. And then map 5. She goes big for her team in a few couple of clutch scenarios. The one making it the 5-4 edge. Picking up that bomb through market is one of her teammates failed before. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Chat, I have no words. Oh, dude. That was 100% the best series the Legacy Showdown has had on stream. 100%. Oh my gosh, chat. If you thought that series was good, I mean, if you're Vegas and Texas, that's a tough one to follow up. I mean, that's a tough 5-game series there. But hey, in the meantime, we do have a special guest here, and not just a special guest, the MVP of the series for the Atlanta guard. It is Megatron. Tell me, how are you feeling after that W?
Pretty good.
Nah, you say what you want to say. Spark some fire here, in the Legacy Showdown. It's supposed to get active in the chat. It's supposed to get active in the game. Let's do it out of game as well. But hey, congrats on the W, Megatron. A few things I want to, shout out here, and like a few things I want to point on. So, you guys take map 1 in pretty dominant fashion. Tell me, what was it that kind of slowed you guys going into map 2? You start to pick up some momentum there, and then you guys almost had the most miraculous comeback on Overload. So take me through your guys' wins and your losses, like strats, basically just everything. I mean, you make it very short, but I don't know. It was just a hell of a series. I have no words.
Yeah, it's we're kind of a newer team, so we're still trying to iron out some stuff, figure out what roles everybody's playing. So it's just like little things that we need to work on that ultimately lost us. Like we were coming back on that overload. If one person just would have ran in front of the ball, it would have been good. But it's like a bunch of little mistakes that add up. So as soon as we iron those out, I think we'll be pretty solid.
No, for sure. Now, going into that S&D, I don't know how. Tell me, going through that round, that I would say basically won you all the game. Sure, that last round, yeah, that secures you guys the W and everything, but like that bomb was in such a tough scenario there. Tell me, what was the game plan after you get that bomb? You guys take it toward plane side. There's players already there. Like, did you have any idea that they were over there, or was it just kind of like, let's go here? What was the game plan there?
We had a comm that somebody was around green and somebody was cut, so I kind of figured they'd be on that side. But I don't know. I just felt if we could rip this guy off the lane heady, we win the round. So, and that guy was Baru. So definitely, if we're ripping Baru, we're winning the round.
Oh, yeah, Baru was heating it
'Cause-
up. Dropped 40 for the L. But, Megatron, you got any last words? You know, you guys finally pick up a W for a series win. That's what I love to see. You know, I don't like seeing anybody with a donut. So seeing something with a win column is awesome. And I'm sure that makes you guys feel great as well. But is there any message out there, Megatron, you have to say to anybody out there? It doesn't matter if it's to the Legacy Showdown. It doesn't matter if it's outside of the Legacy Showdown. What do you got to say?
What do I got to say? I love my team. We're awesome. We got our breadstick now. Uh, Shout out my teammates. I don't know. And fuck ice. That's it.
You heard it first here from Megatron. There you go. The MVP from the Atlanta Guard, looking to get more teams. Looking to get more wins in the column for the Guard. She is heating it up, and she is the MVP for the reason.
Thank you.
All right, chat. Well, we're going to send you guys to a quick intermission. Next series is going to be Texas versus Las Vegas. But in the meantime, short intermission. We'll be back here in just a moment. Don't go to bed just yet. It's going to be a late night.